Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. This is Kong Lee. I'm a real estate agent with Partners Realty and I'm a life insurance agent. So I just wanted to come and talk to you guys today about my first investment deal. Happened back in 2016 when I first got my real estate license. First thing I did was get into finding deals, and I was doing door knocking on foreclosures. Now with foreclosures, a lot of people are in a very bad situation. So when you go and talk to them, they're in a very bad mood. So a lot of them will shut you down right away because there's so many people going to talk to them and really trying to take advantage of their situation. So after about like 100 no's, get out of here, go away, I don't want anything to do with you. Finally, I knocked on the door and they said, yes, come on in, tell me what I can do. In this scenario, the seller, their house has been sold at the sheriff's sale already. So it's sold for $60,000. They had about 2 months to either redeem the property or lose it, get evicted and get kicked out. So this home was in a very, very good area, actually. So houses around that area was going around like the 300,000 range. So we know that there's a lot of equity in there. Unfortunately for them, they did have a second lien on the home at $40,000. So the total amount they owe was roughly $100,000. And I'm not going to go into the detail or in specific of the exact number. I'm just going to generalize it, even it out so that it's easy for you guys to follow. So what we do in foreclosure is obviously we want to get the homeowner the most equity, right? The most money back from their home. And so in order to do that, we always say, hey, Mr. Seller, in order for you to get the most out of your home, we have to put it on the market and let the market compete and put in their best price. This way we can tell that, hey, all the offers that we're getting, that is the market price, right? So we listed the home for about a month. We started at 200,000. We thought it was going to sell right away, especially because all the homes around the neighborhood, again, we're going around $300,000, right? For 1 month, we did get a bunch of investors offer. And we got very low investor offer because when a home goes into foreclosure and it's auctioned already, everybody knows the auction price. Right? Everybody knows, hey, you only owe $60,000. I know you're running out of time. You only have 2 months. We're going to give you 120, 100, whatever it is, right? So that was a lot of the offers that we were getting in. The highest offer that we did get in was like around 150. And then we accepted that offer. And then they went through inspection. After inspection, they came back and say, no, we want 110. Right. So after seeing that, talking with the seller about it, they're like, okay, let's just cancel it. Kong, how much would you offer me for it? Of course, that was the backup plan, right? If we can't get a good number on the market, we can offer you whatever the highest price that you were given. So we said, okay, yeah, if you agree on 150, let's just do 150. Right? I'll buy it from you for $150,000, pay off whatever it is over at the auction, and then whatever's left over will go back to you. So we worked out the numbers. That's what it came down to in general. And then we use a hard money lender to fund this project, right? So funding this project with a private money lender or a hard money lender, what they do is they'll charge you an interest rate, and interest rate is super high, right? 15% for this one. So we closed for 150, and remember, this is a property that's in a very good neighborhood, and a lot of investors was competing for it. So as we were doing the demo for this property, somebody called the city on us, and the city came out and said, hey, is there anybody living in this house? No, there's not. We just bought it. We're fixing it up. right now. Okay, so they're like, okay, nobody's living in this house. This house is now going to be a vacant category 2 home, which basically a vacant category 2 home. City only puts a home under vacant category 2 when it's abandoned. Nobody's living there anymore. It's vacant. They don't do that for investor property. For this one, I guess somebody knew somebody at the city. They came out, put us under vacant category 2. That was unbelievable. And so we're like, no, that's not right. We have to go to the city and fight it. So we actually went to a hearing in the city, and there was a judge there, and the judge was like, okay, that's fine. You guys just bought the property and you are working to flip it. Nobody's living there, but we want to make sure everything's up to code. So even though we won't put it under a vacant category 2 home, you're gonna be looked at it as one because you are flipping it. We want to make sure everything's up to code. So the inspector is gonna have to come there and inspect everything, make sure it passes. Okay, fine, that's fine. Because the building permit, it does that anyways. So we did, we had to make sure electrical, plumbing, and HVAC was up to code, and we did all that. We did the bathroom and the kitchen, doors and windows. We did demo, a lot of cleanup, a lot of cleanup, and then cosmetic, which is just, patching, sanding, painting, trims, with permit, and we put on new siding to give it a fresh new look. So overall, the budget that we had put in was around $80,000 to fix up this home. So we bought it for $150. We put in $80, and then we put it on the market. Within 2 months, we did get an offer in, and we closed a month after. So we ended up using about 6 months in total to fix and sell the property. And so with 6 months, remember, we were paying interest for this hard money lender, and we end up selling it for $310. So $310 minus the $150 we bought it for, minus the $10,000 interest from the hard money lender, minus $80,000 of work, and then $10,000 in closing costs, comes up to roughly about $60,000, and that's split between me and my partner at the time, which was my broker. And so that was my first flip. So happy to get the experience of going through the first one. I know your 10th, 20th, 30th one, you probably won't remember as much as your first flip, but there's big things that I did take away from this experience is that, there are people out there that want to sabotage your work, whatever it is, and it's like a dog-eat-dog world. So if you do partner up with somebody, in this case, I partner up with my broker, and I wholeheartedly trust in whatever he did, because he was the one who was experienced and I was not. I was trying to get the experience and trying to learn from him as much as I can. But we always think that, hey, finding the deal is so hard. Finding a good deal is super hard, right? And it is. Like I said, I knocked on 100 doors just to get one yes. But I feel like the work really comes from after you buy the property, and then dealing with the city, dealing with other people, dealing with squatter. Oh yeah, we had the house broken into as well too. So just dealing with theft and all that. Those are the real headache and heartache, where you actually put in your blood, sweat, and tears to bring it back to life and put it on the market and resell it again. But once you do get over that hump and you do sell and you go to closing, and then you see the numbers and realize that, yes, this is something real, this is something doable, then you can really appreciate what you've gone through. And again, I say, hey, 6 months for $30,000 is not a lot, but to imagine doing that just part-time, right? And you're not like a full-time investor or a full-time realtor at that point yet. You're still working a full-time job, and after your full-time job, you're coming to the property to put in the work. I think it's very much worth it. Overall, now we're not doing all the hard work anymore. So we built up a process where we can actually just hire everything out. We're not there all the time. We're there to just do a quick site supervision, make sure everything's going as planned. So that is, again, my first investment deal. We are looking for partners to partner up with deals all the time. So if you are interested in learning more, feel free to reach out. Other than that, thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you soon.